What is going on, everybody? So the day is here. Today we will gauge the double cab versus the Crewmax. Double cab TRD Pro Tundra versus the 1794 edition TRD off-road Crewmax. Okay, so what we're going to do today is, this is for the people who are looking to get into a Tundra and not sure what back seat they want. What are the good things about the Crewmax? What are the good things about the double cab? We're going to go over it all. Backseat space, storage, bed space, the features. Some features you can only get on the Crewmax versus the double cab. The price difference, everything. We're going to go over it all. So please stay tuned and let's do it. All right, so we are in the back seat of the double cab. All right, I just popped open the door to show you what it looks like. My seat is pretty much all the way back. Okay, I'm gonna do another view in a minute of me getting in it. Over here, that's what I like to call the wife setting. Okay, you got a lot more room over there if you have someone shorter driving. Okay, you get cup holders, get a little charger here. Okay, this doesn't come down. Okay, so in the Crewmax, there's like a thing where you can pull down for cup holders. All right, and this back here is a manual sliding middle rear window. You also get power windows on your actual regular windows. Okay, let's change some views and I'll show you me hopping up into this. So here's me hopping up into it. Okay. All right, so headroom, no problem, ton of space. By the way, I'm 6 foot. Knee room, it's on the seat, but barely. For the short ride, this wouldn't be bad for me. If I have a person driving that's big, the seat's all the way back, okay? So on my wife's side, I would be wide open. We'll go over to that side real quick and I'll show you the difference. Forgot to put the headrest up, but thank God for this handle, and on my wife's side, I'm fine. I could take a much longer trip in this. This is just normal. So if you have someone short driving, you'd be fine. If someone's all the way back, I suggest a short trip. But that's really the big, that's how the double cab works. So here's some of the things you're gonna get in the 1794. I mean, every Crewmax is different as per the trim level, but the size of this rear window is like limo size right here. You get this back window here that's power and goes down all the way, which is a huge, awesome win. In the middle, you get that seat folds down if you don't need it to cup holders and a nice armrest. The quality in here is unbelievable. But the backseat passengers get their own vents where they can control it. They get the same thing. This is also in the double cab, but we don't have the vents. So the cup holders are here in the double cab, but in here, they're up in the middle. Yeah, so that's the back seat. I'll tell you one thing. We're gonna go right into storage, okay? So you get yourself a big back seat like this. You could put a long TV in here. You could put a lot of stuff here. These seats actually, oh, don't do that. These seats fold up, okay? And they stay. So you can fold both sides of the seats up here, and then you have a ton of storage. The thing in the double cab, which I'll go show you, is they have a storage bin. There is a kit you can cut the floor out and put a storage bin in here, but I feel like Toyota should come through in the clutch in the next gen and give us a storage bin, because there's a hump right here. This could be storage. So overall, I'm looking for more storage back here in this. Okay, now we're back in the double cab, just showing you what the storage is in here. So there's a bin here, okay? It's perfect for, you know, if you want to put like a first aid kit, some tow ropes, all sorts of stuff. It's pretty deep. It's nothing crazy, but, you know, up to my wrist it goes. Blankets, anything you need to store. It's just perfect because it makes the truck, you know, look clean because everything's away in a storage bin. Now in the Crewmax, you have the floor and you could fold the seats up and use the carpet, but I really like this. This used to be an option. So if you have an older Tundra and you don't have this under your seats, it's like $300. I think it's less than 300, say 250, but check it out. Go to eBay. And all it is, it takes 5 minutes to install. It screws right into the frame of the seat on the metal. So if you have a double cab, get this thing. If you get a newer double cab, I think they're just standard now. So ton of storage. Okay. All right, so now we're in the Crew Max, okay? And this seat looks like it is all the way back, and I still have a football field of space, all right? So this is ultimate comfort. The seat's on a good angle, all right? Yeah, if you love your children, this is what you buy. Okay, now comes the second biggest part. The first one is how much rear backseat space do you have. The second one is bed space. Okay, so in the double cab, your bed, you can get an 8.1 foot bed. Okay, that's more of a work truck. But on your standard double cab, you're gonna get this. This is the 6 foot 6 inch bed, okay? On the Crew Max, you trim a foot off that and you're getting a 5.5 foot bed. Now I planned on throwing a bunch of stuff in here to show you the difference in size, but unfortunately my shed, the lock is rusted shut because we used an indoor lock outside. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this hockey stick, goalie stick. Thank you, Bauer. This is my old stick when I used to play. The last one I used before I stopped playing. I'm just gonna show you. You can fit a hockey stick in here, no problem, okay? There's still a good, maybe 9 inches of space coming back, all right? The bed is very deep on both. The bed is very deep, okay? It's nice and wide. The wheel wells don't make that big of a difference. It really depends what you're using it for. You get these tie-down cleats, which make a big difference. That's on both. It's really just the size that's the difference. Let's go over to the Crew Max and I'll show you what that bed looks like. All right, we already got the hockey stick back here. So now there's maybe 1.5 inches. That's the difference in bed space. This doesn't have any kind of bed liner or anything, which I strongly suggest you get something, at least a plastic insert or a bed mat, because the metal takes a beating if you don't. But you still get your frame rails. You're just losing a foot in the bed. Now, I mean, it depends what you need the truck for, but that window and that back seat make the Crew Max completely worth it. I'm gonna treat this like old times. We're gonna keep the hockey stick in play, so it's good to have this back on again. A couple more things about the Crew Max versus the double cab. There are some features you can only get on the Crew Max, okay? So if you wanted a moonroof, if you're a moonroof person like me, you can only get that on the Crew Max. You cannot get that on a double cab. So note that. That full power rear window over there on the Crew Max, only on the Crew Max. That back seat alone, man, that is just, it's just, if you have backseat passengers, you really got to look into that. I think little kids, you could go either way because there's enough space for little kids. I'm 6 foot. I fit comfortably in the back of the double cab, but Crew Max is extreme comfort. Long trips, oh my. So if it's coming down to Crew Max versus double cab for you, it's really all about your wants and needs, okay? Are you a person who uses your bed? I know a lot of people that love the Crew Max, but they need the 6.5 foot bed for their job or whatever they do for outdoor living, quads, dirt bikes, regular bikes, whatever. I'll tell you one thing, you know, for my lifestyle and things I do, I could get away with that 5.5 foot bed. I could fit my bike in it. I could fit stuff you know, hockey equipment, all that kind of stuff in it, no problem. Golf clubs, no problem. But if you're a person who uses the truck for work, things like that, that's where you're gonna have the I need to go look at it myself thing going on. Because here's the thing, if you got workers that you got to put in the back of your truck, right, and you have stuff to haul, you have to judge what matters more to you there. One thing that no one ever tells you is you could put that whole window all the way down like we talked about, but if you had like plywood or stuff, you could go right through into the cab. All right, you just put like a towel down or something so it doesn't hurt anything. But passenger comfort is ultimate when it comes to the Crew Max. It's like, I don't even know how to, it's like first class in an airplane. It's just so comfortable just being in it. I actually was sitting in it yesterday, just texting on my phone, messing around, just because it's so comfortable to be in. I give a lot of that to the 1794 seats. So if it's Crew Max versus double cab for you, test drive both. Go check out both. Bring your wife. She's gonna make the difference anyway, right? The price difference, now I'm taking out trim levels and stuff like that, but the rough price difference depending on what way you go is about a $2,000 to $4,000 difference in the two cabs. But I'm gonna get comments on that one because it all depends. So if you had a double cab SR5 with nothing on it, and you want it, and that was a double cab like we said, and then there was a Crew Max 1794, the price is gonna be a humongous difference. But if you're doing apples to apples, SR5 to SR5, you're looking at a $2,000 to $4,000 difference. So I implore you to answer this question yourself. Now I know what you're thinking, what do I like more? I've been on Team Double Cab, I call it Team D Cab, for 4 trucks now, since 2007, all right? Never driven a Crew Max until I had this one. I'm telling you right now, my next Tundra, Crew Max. All right, I'm switching teams. I'm going to the dark side. Darth Vader called me, was like, dude, we need you over here on Crew Max. I'm like, I'll see what I can do. But that's going down. So I hope all this helped. I hope I didn't forget anything. Backseat space, Crew Max. Storage, double cab wins in my opinion. Bed space, obviously double cab. But the features, and this is where that difference is made with the moonroof and that back window and stuff like that. That's Crew Max right there. And that back window, oh, if you've never driven a Crew Max, you need to drive with that back window down. With the moonroof open and the back window down, dude, the airflow is unbelievable. All right, so go check it out. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think about the two trucks we're using behind me right now. $17.94 with the TRD off-road package and the TRD Pro Tundra. This is a hell of a driveway right now, huh? All right, so comment below the video. Find me on Twitter and Instagram at TundraDude34, and I will talk to you soon. Bam.
Get the Crew Max.